As we start up in Sukhasana in our easy posture, taking a moment to settle in on your mat. I wish everybody a beautiful morning. Closing the eyes or keeping the gaze soft. Beginning with a few cleansing breaths to come into this present moment. Deep breath in and exhale out. Coming into the now. Exhale, letting go. Inhaling. Arriving. Letting the natural breath move in and out of the body. Sitting the body up taller. We're hitting that almost midway mark in our practices together. Here we are on day 12. And I just wanted to start off with a thought of choosing happiness today, this week. Once we make the decision to always choose happiness, the rest falls into place. Making mindful, loving choices, being the best that you can be each day, being mindful of what you put into your mouth and what comes out of your mouth. Taking time to take care of your bodies through self-care, even if it's something as small as getting your nails done, or a 30-minute massage, or something, a walk in nature. A sense of calm and peace with this breath. And then opening up the eyes, arms come down, and then we'll immediately draw our arms over our head. Clasp the hands together and then shoot the palms up as you rotate the palms. Take a good breath in as you let the navel come back to the spine, and as you exhale, let's head over to the right side. Start to round the back, so you're taking the palms slightly forward. Go over to the left side. Come up into the midline and then back over to the left side. Reach up and extend. Exhale down your right arm. We're down that right arm and rise with that left hand, and then let's head over to the right side. Core stretch, hugging that right elbow in toward the body. Reaching up as you inhale. Exhale down left arm. Root down with the left arm and rise with that right arm. Let's head over to the left side. Hugging the left elbow into the body. Coming up as you inhale. Exhale down your right arm, palm up. So we're just stretching that right wrist. Left hand on top of the right, and then we're just gonna bend the right fingers back. I'm gonna let somebody else in as we go. And then we're going to switch that out. Left arm comes out, palm up. Just sweep your hand down to touch that left palm and gently pull the fingers. So we're just stretching, just stretching. Arms come back, palms down. We're going to swing our right arm over, catch our right elbow. We're stretching. So you can stay here, or if you wanted to create some motion, either going up or down, we're just stretching. You can take a slight turn over toward the left side of the room. Let's come back again, arms out, and then catch your left elbow. Again, reaching with that left arm so that way you're having a gentle twist, but finding a nice stretch here. Come on up, and now take right hand in between the shoulder blades, left hand to that right elbow, twist head over toward the left side. Come on up as we rise. Grasp your left elbow. Let's head over for a stretch over to the right side. Come on up as we rise, and then exhale down. Just roll the shoulders back now. We're gonna grab our lower high weights. Your choice. Elbows in toward the midline. Roll the shoulders back to start. Sit the torso up high. Start to alternate with your weights as you go. And breathing here as we practice together. Just starting to come into these postures with load. So remember, if this doesn't work for you, if this is too much for you, you don't have to be doing the weights as well. You could just do the motions, and that's completely great as well. We all arrive on our mats in this 12th day body in our own way, making our own modifications. And that's a wonderful thing. Both down, let's go up and come down. Come up and down. Now notice, start to take the back just slightly back as you concave the stomach, then sit the body up tall. Just noticing how you're sitting. So are you caving in, or are you starting to elongate the torso so that you create strength in that upper body with the motions? 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more. Weights on top, we're gonna push up and go down. Push it up and go down. Other side and down. Other side. Let's go. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Come on down. Great job. Grab your low weights if you hadn't had those already. Arms down beside you. We're going to bring the arms up and then down. So if you wanted, now we're just going on the outer parts. If you wanted to keep those high weights, you can. But we're going to start moving a little bit more with these low weights. So you may want to just keep the low weights as you move. Again, roll the shoulders back, then forward. Now, rotate the direction of the palms. So knuckles are down. And now we're going to come out. So straight arm raises. Hold that here and pulse up and down, just 1 inch up and down for 6, 5, 4, broaden the collarbone, the chest, 3, 2, and 1. Flip your palms, now curl up and come out and curl up. If you start to feel any sort of pinching in the upper body, take a break, come back and out. Pull it up and come back. 10. Breathing. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Rotate. So now the weights are right underneath the armpits. Now we're going to push out and come back in. Push it out and come back in. As you push it out, are you able to lift up a little higher and come back? Let's go 4 more and 3 more. Breathing. 2 more and 1 more. Great job. Drop your weights. Take a little circle of the shoulders. Forward and back. Reach up and extend, both arms coming up. And then let's twist toward the right side. Left hand to that right knee. We're just going to push the torso up. We're twisting from our abdominal core As we take a breath in and out, looking over toward the right side. This is a rest and a stretch. Reaching up, both arms coming up. And then exhale, let's head over to the other side. Looking over toward the left side. Take a breath in and out. In and out. Come on up as we rise, good deep inhale. And as we exhale out halfway, fan the hands and now sweep the arms forward. Taking the back toward the back of the room. Inhale to rise, reaching out and extending. Exhale as we bring the hands together. Inhale. Take a look up. Gratitude for this day. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last time. Good deep inhale. And as we exhale, come on down. Again, roll the shoulders back and forward. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Have your weights toward the top of your mat, low and high. Something to pad your knees if you need it. And let's set ourselves up in tabletop. Blocks at the top of your mat if you need that also. As we pad our knees, coming into tabletop, hands starfished in front of us. Taking a moment to settle in here. Take a little sway of the hips. Just kind of rounding the back with feeling a nice stretch along the hips. A little sway from side to side. You can, if you want, hinge over to the right side and then hinge over to the left side. We're just stretching the outer hip for a moment. And then coming back, let's take our left foot out. Let's stretch here for a moment. Take the toes and press back on that left calf. Come up onto the ball of the feet. Squeeze your right buttock as you come up and onto the shoelaces part of the feet. Just bending the toes, pushing back. Take a little swing of that left heel and hinge in if you want for the stretch. And then over to the right. So just kind of moving the knee, feeling the outer band of muscle as you take the heel from the right to the left. Push back. And then take the left knee back in. We're just stretching here. So taking that right foot out, toes splay, push back on that right calf. Then come up onto the ball of the foot, squeeze your right buttock as you come up, then push back again. Come on up and squeeze. And then if you want, shoelaces part of the foot, bending the toes, then push back again on that right heel. Start to pendulum the heel from the right side. You can dip into that right side for a little deeper stretch. And then head over, left heel toward the left corner of the mat. Over to the right. And over to the left. So we're going to come into one plank and then one later. So heading down first to the mat. We're going to come onto forearms. Hands starfished in front of us, and we'll start to drag our elbows toward our chest. As you squeeze your buttock, start to dip the hip. As you scoop up the tailbone, you're looking down at the mat. Stay here and start to push the body up, so you're still getting that benefit of being in this position. Take the toes and start to tuck them under. And then you could take one hip off the floor, then the other. Now start to scoop the tailbone under so you're using your core, and let's stay here for a few breaths together. Good deep breath in, exhale out. Inhaling, scooping the tailbone under, squeeze your buttocks together and breathe out. One more good deep breath in. And exhale out and drop the hips. Come down onto your belly. And let's take one hand on top of the other as you place your chin on top of the top of your hands. Bending your left knee and flexing your left foot. So we're just doing a couple of lower body exercises, then we'll go right back up into the top. We're taking a rest, but still doing some work. Lift that left kneecap up, and let's pulse for 6, 5, squeeze that left buttock, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that left foot, sole of that left foot up on the mat, on the ceiling, and hold that for 6. See how high you can go. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift it up a little higher. 1, come on down. Let's go to the other side. Flexing that right foot, bending that right knee. Hug the right knee in toward that midline so we're not lifting up, and lift it up. And hold that for 6, 5, go up a little higher. 4, 3, 2, 1, pulse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come on down. Arms, you're start pushing the hands. Let's bring them right underneath the shoulder blades. Push your body up, so we're coming back into tabletop. Have your lower high weights near your right hand. Today, take a block, place it on its midway point, and then please place your left hand on that block. That's going to give you a little bit more range now so that we can actually really get into these postures. So lower high weight, your choice. That block is right underneath your shoulder of your left arm. We're going to take our lower high weight in our right hand, and then those grocery bag pulls, we're going to come up and then go down. Bring it up and go down. Let's go for 10. Slowly. And 9. 8. Take your navel back towards your spine. Focus on your breath. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. We're hugging that elbow into the midline. 2. And 1. Grab your lower high weight. Continue that grocery bag lift as we lift up. Now we're going to come backward and bring it in. Come on back and bring it in. 10. 9. Breathing here. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Hug it in. 3. You're looking down at the mat. 2. And 1. Let's switch it right over to the other side. So just flip the block. So the block goes over on the right side. Hand on the block. We're doing that now because we're starting to advance what we're doing. And now you're creating a little bit of distance that gives you a bigger lift. So right hand to the block, left hand to your lower high weight, and then grocery bag pulls as you come up and then down. Come on up and then down. I'm going to move this way. Coming up and then down. Let's go for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Grab your low or high weight. Come this way now. We're going to come up in that grocery bag, right, lift, and then let's push it out. Bring it back. Push it out and bring it back. Let's go for 10. And 9. 8. 7. Hug that elbow in. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Great job. Come on up. On your knees. Reach up and extend, both arms coming up. Exhale down. We're gonna practice camel. It's gonna be a good stretch for us, because we'll be doing it again tomorrow and the next day. So here we are on our knees, we're tucking the toes under. So remember, as we reach up, and this is a stretch, we're reaching up and we're taking a quick rest. We're gonna windmill that right arm back, and either you're gonna stick it into the back of your pants pocket, jeans pocket, or if you want, you're gonna take your hand toward your ankle, your choice. So reach up and extend, engage the core, windmill the arms backwards, tuck the hand in. As you do, are you able to wing that elbow toward your midline a little bit more for a stretch along the front part of the body, or take your hand to your heel. Left arm is going to come up now as we rise. Good deep inhale here. And then swinging the arms over and down either to the back pocket or taking your hand to your heel. Let's start to bring the chest forward. So we're just stretching here. If it feels okay on your cervical spine to take your head up toward the ceiling, go there. If it doesn't, you just have your hands on your back pockets and you're stretching here. The other thing you can do too is you can just catch your elbows, and this could be your stretch. Just to kind of open up the front of the chest, giving yourself a little stretch. So camel, or just taking a brief stretch. Rolling the shoulders back, rolling the shoulders forward. And then let's grab our low or high weights, your choice. So now we're doing the same postures, but now we're on our knees. We're gonna alternate. And we're breathing here. So now see what we're doing. So let's add a nuance to this. First, stick your butt out. Now tuck the tailbone under and squeeze your buttocks as you alternate. So now you're getting that benefit of core strength to help you power this motion, protect your lower back. And we're alternating. Good deep breath in and out. And smiling on this 12th day of our practice together. 3 more. 2. And 1. Drop the weights down now and then hold the weights, and then let's curl up and come back. And again, notice what's happening in the back. So mine naturally started to, my butt started to jut out. I'm going to scoop the tailbone under and then reset my body as I come up. We really want to practice protecting our lower backs, but also getting those abdominals in as we make the curl. And we're breathing. Remember, it can be audible. No one can hear you, except for those of you who are in your house. Maybe they'll join you for practice. Come on up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to grab my low weights. We're going to be doing straight arm raises. So again, roll the shoulders back, tuck the tailbone under, engage your core, then come up. Let's go up and down 1 inch. Straight arm raises. Broaden the chest, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the buttocks, breathe. Six more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down just to reset. Roll the shoulders back and forward. Set the body up again. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the buttocks, arms, weights right in front of the chest. We're going to come out and back. We're coming out and back. We're going to alternate first, and then we'll be coming out with weights together. So again, you may have your lower high weights at this point, and then you can switch it out. Your choice. If I didn't say to have your tennis ball, please have your tennis ball. We are going to do some trigger point and massage after we finish this upper body. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Weights come back to the chest, reset your body, engage your core and buttocks. Now let's come out and come back. Come on out and back. Bring out and back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Drop the weights. Let's come back onto hands and knees. We're just circling here, taking 1 circle of the hips, 1 direction, and the opposite. Let's do a few cat-cows together. Today, maybe take your hands to the blocks and give yourself a little bit of height. We're going to be using the blocks again in just a minute to repeat some of those repetitions. Take a good deep inhale in as you sway the back. So now we've created a little bit of height, bringing the floor up to us as we exhale round the back. See if that changed how you did your stretch. Inhale to sway. Exhale to round. Inhaling to sway. And exhaling to round. Last time, inhaling to sway. Exhaling to round. Left hand to the block, move your right block, grab your lower high weight, grocery bag list as we come up and down. Coming up and down. Hug the elbow in, hug it in. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that weight. Take your left foot out, right arm out. My left hand's still on a block, so you can keep it on the block or not. We're just taking our right hand and left foot off the mat. Reach and extend and hold that here. Take the toes down to the floor. Engage your core as you breathe. In and out, holding this bird dog, reaching and extending. Good deep inhale and exhale. Good deep inhale and exhale. And come on down. Let's head over right over to the other side. Right hand to a block, left hand to your weight. Change positions here. Grocery bag lifts, come on up and then down. Bring it up and then down. Up and down. Up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that weight, right foot out, left hand to the left corner of the mat, and draw it up. Hold it here, looking down at the mat. Right toes point down. We reach and extend with that right heel. We focus on rooting down with that right hand and reaching and lengthening with the left arm and right heel. And we're breathing here as we breathe in and out, feeling strength and stability. Reach and extend. Find your breath. One more good deep inhale in. And lift a little higher. Now come on down. Great job. Come off of the hands. Rise up as we reach up and extend. And exhale down. We're going to come onto our backs to do a little bit of weights. Come back into tabletop. then make our way up for a little upward postures, and then we'll make our way back down to the floor. So we're just switching it up. Have your lower high weights on both sides of your mat so that you can grab them. And let's come on to our backs. On your backs, knees are bent. That should feel really good. Just taking a moment to allow the lower back to settle into the mat. Letting everything just rest. So again, this is a rest, but we're also going to do a little bit of upper body work. First, we'll do a few bridge postures, finding our heels with our fingertips. Knees are bent, scooping the tailbone up toward the ceiling. And then lifting the hips up. Coming here, squeeze your buttocks and let's hold that for 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Lift it up, so scoop it up and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Scoop it up, squeeze your buttocks as you come up and hold that for 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Gently and slowly. Take a little rock back and forth from side to side. Grab your low or high weights, your choice, on either side of your mat. Hug the elbows into your body. The weights are parallel to the mat, so I have them on its midway point. The back of my arms are resting on the mat. I've scooped my tailbone under, so I'm engaging my core. Now I'm going to lift straight up, and I'm going to come down. Lift it up, and come down. Lift it up, so you're using your core to power this motion as you lift up, adding load to what we're doing. Come on up and down. Almost like you have like a one long weight, but you got these 2 and down. So make sure that the elbows are hugged in toward the midline. So you're using a good upper body strength, but protecting our arms. We're going 6 more. Let the neck be soft. So you're using your core strength and your upper body strength without using the neck muscles to make this action happen. 3 more. 2. And 1. Great job. Grab your lower high weights, your choice. So T-shape the arms out. Come over. So I have some room. Okay, set your body up again. Scoop the tailbone up. Engage your buttocks. So squeeze your buttocks. Now you're gonna, just like we were doing before, you're bringing the weights in to both breasts and chest, and then you're gonna come out. Bring it in. So the backs of the arms are on the mat, and you're just opening and then bringing them into the chest. Opening, bringing them into the chest. Opening and bringing them in. And let's go for 6. 5, squeeze your buttocks, scoop your tailbone, lift up maybe like a 1/2 inch, so you're using your buttocks muscles as you make this motion. 3, 2, and 1. Grab your low or high weights. Hug the elbows now into the body. So roll the shoulders back, let the palms be up now. Grab your lower high weights, hug the elbows in, and now you're just curling up and coming back down again. Back of the arms are on the mat. So we're doing just what we were doing when we were seated, just what we were doing on our knees. We're going to be doing this again when we're standing. So we're just getting different ways of accessing these weights. But also, even though we're giving ourselves a little bit of a break, we're still using our biceps muscles right now to lift this weight up. And you've also hollowed out your belly and you're lifting your buttocks up so that you're engaging the lower back and the abdomen. And we're going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the weights up, shift. So now you're holding the weight. It's now vertical. And then we're going to go straight up and come back down. So keep the weights together as you lift and come back down. Add in 2. So let the lower back kind of make its natural S curve. Now scoop that the tailbone up and then come up. And let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that here. Hold it up for 6, 5, 4, 3. See if you can push up a little higher. 2, and 1. Great job. We're going to roll back over onto hands and knees, and then we'll be making our way up to standing in just a moment. So on your hands and knees, starfish the hands in front of you, right underneath the shoulders. Take a circle of the hips. Opposite direction. Let's make our way up to standing. So either you're coming into downward facing dog, or you're taking one knee, and then you're going to come up to stand. If you're coming into downward facing dog, take your hands, one hand pressed out in front of you, tuck the toes under, send the hips up toward the ceiling. Shoot the hips backwards as you press in. So feel the weight in the fingertips. Engage those forefingers and thumbs without dumping a lot of weight toward the heel of the hand. Then take one heel down and then the other, if that feels good for you to do so. Come up onto the toes and then push back down again. We're just stretching here, taking a quick break, but feeling the upper body. You can sink the chest low. If this isn't also in your practice too, remember, you could just come back in your child's pose and still get that really good kind of upper body stretch with knees bent. So that's also an option as well. Let's slowly walk our feet toward our hands. We'll come up to a half lift with hands to shins. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale as we roll the body all the way up to standing. Drawing the arms up and over the head. Let's do one movement, then we'll grab our weights. Hands to prayer, find weight in your left foot. Right knee is going to come up and let's hold that there for 3, 2, and 1. Step back into warrior 1. Rise up. Reach up and extend, both arms coming up. Exhale, push off with the right foot coming to meet the left, inhaling and exhaling. Head over to the other side. Inhale to rise, reach and extend. Exhale, hands to prayer, left knee's coming up. Inhale, coming up as you rise up on that right leg. Exhale, step back into warrior 1. Reach up and push off. Left foot comes to meet the right, inhaling and exhaling into Tadasana. Grab your lower high weight. We're going to add load to our movement. Remember, you don't have to do that at all. Hands to prayer. And by that, I mean touching the elbows together. Again, have your butt out. Now scoop the tailbone under. Engage your core and take a pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up the arms just a little bit. Inhale. Come up to stand. Exhale. Inhale, start to draw that right knee up. Hold that here. Grow a little taller on your right side. Kick out that right foot and hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Right knee is going to come back. We're going to touch, not all the way back, but bring it back and hold it for 3, 2, and 1, touch it down, rise up with your weights, coming up, facing you. Here we are in our warrior 1, inhaling, come out halfway. Pause here, open up the chest, now bring it in and come out. And bring it in and come out. Lean into that left leg if that feels okay today. You can bring your right foot back behind you just a little bit more so you're forward facing. Coming in and out. In and out. In and out. Last one and out. Hands to the hips. I'm going to face this way. Left hand to the top of the thigh. Right hand comes down. We're going to lift up and come down. Now bring that right hand out just a little bit, then come in. Almost like you're going to pull like a pull lawnmower. You're going to come out and then in. You're coming out and then in. Bring it out and then in. Bring it out and in. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the torso up. Left arm's going to come up just to stretch. Start to straighten that left leg. Flex the left foot. See if you can find a little length here. Both arms are going to come up as you bend that left knee, coming back into your warrior 1. We're going to push off with the right foot coming to meet the left and go right over to the other side. Good deep inhale in. And as you exhale, coming into Tadasana. Inhale to rise with both arms coming up. Exhale, hands to prayer. That left knee is going to come up. We know where we're going to go. Hold that there for 3, 2, and 1. Kick that left leg out and hold that for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left knee back. Touch back without touching down and hold that for 3, 2, and 1, and then step it back. Take the arms out into cactus arms, and then let's bring it in and come out. You can bring that right foot over slightly to the right side of the mat and out. Squeeze your left butt up. Come on in and out without locking that left knee. And you're breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand to the top of the thigh. Left hand's going to come out and then slightly forward. Then we're going to pull it in and come out. Now, as you reach out, really push out so you feel your upper body also doing the work, your abdominal core, as you push out and come back. Hugging the elbow into the body as you go. 3, 2, 1. Both arms are going to come up. Drop your left hand down. Right arm stays high. We're going to straighten out that right leg and flex the right foot. Reach up and lengthen. Tiny back bend. Come back up, both arms. Inhaling. As you exhale, push up. Left foot comes to meet the right on the inhale and on the exhale. Roll the shoulders back and forward. Let's rest here for a moment. So I've got my weights here or on my hips. I'm going to take my right foot behind me, just toe touch here just to start. This kind of prepares us for eventually we're going to come into Warrior 3 in our next week together. It'll be a little bit different. We're going to be using a chair, but we're just kind of practicing and then also, so we're going to balance on that left foot. Bring that right foot behind you. Start to make some tiny pulses for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot's going to come back down. We're going to go right over to the other side. Find weight in your right foot. Bring that left foot behind you, balancing, and then pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back. We're going to go again. Somebody's coming in now. Okay. And we're gonna have our right foot backwards, and we're gonna pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right foot back. Weight in the right foot, left foot's gonna come back, and we're gonna pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to stillness. Let's go into a couple more warriors, but first, just feet are about hip width distance apart. Take a circle of the hips. Just to give yourself a little bit of a lower back stretch. Let's come back into stillness. Hands to prayer as you inhale in. Tuck the tailbone under without locking the knees. And then exhale in Tadasana, arms down beside us. Inhale to rise, reaching and extending. Weights or no. Exhale, hands to prayer. Right knee's gonna come up. Inhale, grow taller on that left side. Exhale, step all the way back into your warrior 2. We're gonna take our arms straight out. So now you're adding load or not. You're bending into that left knee. We're gonna make some tiny pulses now with our arms in warrior 2 arms. Pulse for 6, 5, engage your core, 3, get a little lower, 2, and 1. Right arms down, left arms up, tiny back bend if you want. Straighten out that left leg, flex the left foot. Reach and extend. Now let's come back. Left arm gently comes to the top of the thigh, barely touching. Right arm's gonna come up, straight up with that weight. Right arm's gonna come up and over. So we're just adding load to positions that we already know. Engage your core. Come back to your warrior 2 arms. Drishti over the left middle fingers. Pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to the hips. We're paralleling the feet. We're keeping them out wide. We're going to take our feet toward the corners of the mat. We're going to sit down into our saddle. Take a little rock back and forth from side to side. Hands down beside, right in between our midline, and we're gonna come up and then come down. As you come up, straighten the legs without locking, engage your buttocks, come down. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come on in and down. Come on up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, smile, and 1. Hands come back to the hips. Take your right foot forward, left foot stays back. We're heading into warrior 2 on this other side. We're gonna bend into that right knee, flex that left buttock, reach and extend. You know, we're gonna go now, take a glance over toward that right hand, pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3. If you wanna have your palms up, that's okay. 2 and 1, change it up, it's all good. Take the left hand down, right arm comes up. We're stretching here, right leg comes, straightens, right heel down, toes up. Now come on down, bending that right knee, right hand to top of thigh, left hand comes straight up, stretching. And then left arm up and over the body. Let's come back to warrior 2 arms. Either knuckles down or knuckles up, your choice. Pulse for 6. Get into that right knee if it feels good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Parallel the feet. Keep them with your feet widened. Now take them toward the edges of the mat and starfish the arms. Now we're gonna come down halfway, low as you wanna go. And then shoot it up, squeeze your buttocks and bring the weights up toward the ceiling in the shape of an X. Come on down and then come back up again. Come on down and then reach up. Come on down and reach up. Going for 6 and 5. Breathing. 4. As you come up, squeeze and come down. 3, 2, almost done, and 1. Great job. Toe heel the feet together. We're going to drop the weights, move them out of the way. Have your ball close by because we're going to come down to do some stretching. But before we do that, just take a moment to be playful and sway. We're shaking everything out. Remember, you can shake and move and make your gestures grand if you want. We're just moving. Feeling free on this 12th day of our practice together. And we're breathing. Great job today. Let's do a little bit of self-care now as we make our way down to our mats. Come up to the top of your mat. Reach and extend, both arms coming up. Gratitude. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, come on down. Grab your ball. This is also a good time to, if you have a blanket, right? You can roll up one side, just a little bit, enough. Place it down on the floor. Bring your head down so that now that's a wonderful neck roll and your head has something to just be able to cradle itself. It gives you a little bit of an extra support as you come into our next set of postures and self-care. We're going to take our right arm out. We have our tennis ball. Bring it to your chest. Start to roll it in the mediastinal area as you roll the ball, and then roll it over toward your right shoulder. So again, you can go along the top of the ridge line with the ball, or you can just hit the shoulder head with rolling the ball there. Hopefully that feels good. You can remember to circle the breast if you want to. Remember, this is your massage, your practice. You can go down the arm. You're just using the ball to get into those trigger point areas that might be feeling it after we've been doing these weights. And now remember, you can take the ball and place it right behind the shoulder blade. And so rather than doing a massage, you can use it as a trigger point massage and gently melt the back onto the ball and just be still. And as you do, just finding that breath in and out. And remember, the ball can also be on the lower back, so you could change it around. And then just allow your body to melt on top of the ball. So we're just coming into stillness here, finding our breath, giving ourselves permission to relax the body, having done the work with the weights. Move the ball around that in places that feel good. So remember, you can go right under the hips or the buttocks. You can go on the side of the hip. And that gives you the ability to kind of sway a little back and forth from side to side. Just play around with it. See what feels good. And then continue on that right side, or when you're ready, bring the ball back to the chest, back to the middle of the chest, and start that massage, and then go over to the left side. So we're just going to spend a couple more minutes massaging with the ball. Let the ball travel down, or start to bring it underneath and behind you for a little massage on the lower or upper part of the body. The ball can feel really good on the sacrum, on that lower part of the back. And then again, you can put it kind of on that outer part of the hip. And in this bridge posture, be able to move the ball a little back and forth on that hip flexor. You can also straighten out the leg too and get it right underneath the hamstring. So that's another option as well. Just breathing here. And then continue with the ball, or if you'd like to now add another stretch, we're going to take our right knee in toward our body, left leg is long. We'll just take a circle of that right ankle. And then just sweep that right knee across the body over to the left side. We'll T-shape out our right arm. Right shoulder head rests on the mat. Breathe here. Right knee is going to come out toward the right side of the body. We'll catch it in our right hand. Left arm is going to come up for a stretch. Point and flex that right foot. And then draw the right knee back in. Let's switch it out. Left knee's coming in, right leg's long. Point and flex that left leg. Sweep the left knee across the body, catch it with your right hand. T-shape out your left arm. Breathe here. Sweep the left knee out toward the left side of the body and take the right arm up and over. Breathe. And then let's bring that left leg down, coming into your version of Shavasana. Either legs down or legs up, arms down beside you. Allow the body to just settle for these last few minutes together. Take a breath in and out. Let the body melt to the mat. Settle in. As you soften your attention to the words with the breath. Our reading today comes from my friend Stevie Combs. And if you know anything about the Grateful Dead, the band, you'll remember this line. Once in a while, we get shown the light. In the strangest of places, if we look at it just right. When we awaken in the morning, the day is an unbuilt creation. We have some ideas about what we want to accomplish today. But the universe also has some things in mind, which are not yet part of our consciousness. We have lived long enough to know that every day brings surprises. We know in advance we might be frustrated in some of our desires. We may be helped or advanced in others. But what about the totally unexpected? Will we even notice the subtle opportunities? Will we see an opportunity for a friendly conversation? Do our plans unwittingly prevent other possibilities from intruding? When we hold loosely to our daily plans, we're more open to knowing the will of the universe. Each day can be a spiritual process. It becomes a combined creation of a higher level and our own consciousness. So today, I offer to hold your plans loosely so that you can continue to be open to the healing powers of the universe. And remember that once in a while, we get shown the light in the strangest of places if we look at it just right. Inhaling, coming back into present, back into the body, moving the fingers and the toes, waking the body up, rolling yourself over to your right or to your left, cradling your head in your arm. Thank you, body, for bringing me to my mat today. Thank you, body, for moving and breathing and making a connection. And then coming up to a comfortable seat. One hand to the heart and one to the belly today. Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. Keep your values positive because your values become your destiny. Take an inhale in. And let's bow together, honoring the light in one another. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. Thank you for the inspiration, the movement, and we'll see you all tomorrow for day 13. Namaste.